Now, where could that silly Scarecrow be?
Oh, what in the world was that?
Oh, it's just a silly old Scarecrow.
Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the 3-Minute Horror Show. My name is Ben, your host, and I love horror movies. In fact, I watch the bad movies so that you don't have to. You're welcome. Today I'll be reviewing the movie Field of Screams from 2025. Field of Screams, get it? Like Field of Dreams. Oh, you're all too young. Anyhow, this is an indie horror movie about scarecrows.
Wow.
This movie was both written and directed by the pair of Alex Mode and Evan Runkle. They're both early in their filmmaking careers. Field of Screams is available for streaming here in Canada on Amazon Prime, Hoopla, Plex, and Tubi. There's an old farmer guy, and he has an animated scarecrow that just kind of noodles around, moving like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. The old farmer drops dead right in front of this scarecrow, and the scarecrow is depressed. As depressed as scarecrows can get, I guess, and it decides to make itself a friend. Jump cut to the grandson of the farmer as he gets a call about the death. Alan, the grandson, and his boyfriend find out that Alan has inherited the farm, and he decides to sell it. He sets up the sale, and then the two head out to clean up the farm with a handful of friends. It's been a while since I've done this segment, hasn't it? Well, people definitely have some thoughts about this movie. User Day of the Dot reviews, "Every day I don't befriend a scarecrow is a day wasted. 1 star. Tell me about it. I befriended 3 today." User Andy Dobson reviews, "More like Field of Boring, 1/2 star. Sick burn." User SPKQL8 reviews, 1 star might be generous. 1 star. I don't know, I think it's fair. And finally, User Matt reviews, "Absolute cinema, holy shit. The Scarecrow part, where he did that thing with the other guy? Wow. And that Calvin Shepherd kid? What an icon. Looks like Timmy Chalamet, but way more attractive. 11 out of 10. 5 stars. Okay, Matt, or should I say, Calvin Shepherd." These friends are dysfunctional as hell, and Alan is really unstable. He and his boyfriend aren't getting along at all. Alan is going off pretty constantly. Through all of this, the Scarecrow is just lumbering around the property, not very stealthily, gathering up stuff to make his new pal. No one seems to notice him at all. Probably because they're all drinking grain alcohol. After drinking all night long, the girl in Jinko jeans and a bucket hat wakes up to go pee. The Scarecrow appears, and she talks a whole lot of crap about how Alan is going to sell the farm for some reason. This sets the Scarecrow off. It kills her and puts her body through the wood chipper. Youch. Alright, as of this point in time, we've done a couple of Scarecrow movies on this channel before. And in segments, we've talked about the history of scarecrows, we've looked at different scarecrows in pop culture, but we've never talked about other movies in the Scarecrow subgenre of horror. So here are a few. Dark Night of the Scarecrow from 1981. A group of vigilantes execute an innocent man and turn him into a scarecrow. When they're exonerated for their crimes for a corrupt judge, that scarecrow comes back to life and kills them one by one. Scarecrows from 1988. Some bad guys rob a military base and then they hijack a plane to try and get away. When one of the guys double crosses the others, grabs all the money and parachutes out of the plane, he lands in a field full of magical scarecrows. When the other guys follow him, the scarecrows come to life and kill everybody. And finally, Attack of the Scarecrow from Mars from 2021. A scarecrow kills some guys partying in a shack and then has a karate fight against some cops. This is a Janice.Click movie, and it's lots of fun. The next morning, there's a full-on scarecrow attack. Multiple scarecrows appear to have been made, and they all come after the group at once. They also appear to turn anyone who they kill into a scarecrow. It's all good though, because one of the women there to help is a witch who knows magic anti-scarecrow spells. What a coinkydink. Her spell doesn't work though, and she ruins a perfectly good egg casting it. Eggs are expensive these days. I spent the last 20 minutes trying to figure out who the boyfriend character reminds me of. One of the friends kinda reminds me of Tom Holland, but that's not the guy. Oh well, the mystery was never solved, and the movie eventually ended, and it was boring. If you decide to go ahead and watch this movie, be forewarned that there are a lot of sound issues here. In some scenes, the dialogue alternates between being nearly silent and deafeningly loud.
Yikes!
It doesn't make any sense, and it's very aggravating. So if, for whatever reason, you do decide to watch this movie, please use subtitles.
Yes.
Scarecrow movies can be hit or miss, and this one is a miss. I rate Field of Screams a 2 out of 10. As always, a link to my Letterboxd appears in the video's description. Please leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does boost my engagement and helps my channel grow. Smell you later, nerds.
But it's gonna be a cold day in hell before you pull one over on old Alistair. Now get inside.